Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for our second puzzle of the day. Don't forget Scott Strossal's amazing pirate puzzle hunt on Patreon. But this is an arrow and thermo puzzle, as you can see, and it's come in from Pulverizing Pancake, who has sent this. And the instructions are obviously a combination of arrow and thermo Sudoku, one small twist that we've seen a bit of lately as well. So for the thermos, normal Sudoku rules apply. For the thermos, the numbers increase strictly from the bulb to the end. For the arrows, the number in the circle adds up the numbers along the arrow. So you could have, for instance, an 8 in the circle with 1, 3, and 4 on the arrow. Now, there are two-digit arrows, and they are just as they look like. This is a 2-digit sum reading across, this is a 2-digit sum reading down. I think this one, let's give you a hint here, it can't be any more than a 1 in that cell because these two numbers can't add up to more than 17. So that must be a 1, but that's the rule set. And do have a go at the puzzle on the link below the video. It's had good feedback on Discord, so I think it's going to be good. And I'm going to try it now. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Well, let's put that 1 in. That can't be higher than 17 because 8 and 9 are the maximum numbers in Sudoku cells. This one, however, could be 20-something from 3 cells. They're all on the same thermo, so they all have to be different. Could be up to 24, but it could be as low as, well, 12, I suppose. 3, 4, 5 is quite possible. Now, there are also 2 arrows which are 3-cell arrows, and the 3 cells all have to be different because they're in the same box. So they are 6, 7, 8, or 9. This one, I don't know, they have to increase. The only way for this not to be a 1 is if this is a 9, and then it would be 2, 3, 4. But I don't know that that's helpful. This is a 6-cell thermo, the longest one around. So 3 degrees of freedom. Oh, sorry, this is not very easy to see. I've put black arrows to distinguish them from the grey thermos. But it's not very helpful for the central pencil marks. I'm sorry about that. We'll just have to try and cope. Okay, this one's on an arrow that's 2 cells, so it can't be a 9 because it has to add with another number to make a single cell here. So that's removed 1 degree of freedom straight away. This one must be 1, 2, or 3, and this is at least 7. So 7, 8, or 9 there. This is a peculiar arrow. It's not really an arrow, it's just an equivalence marker in a way, because it's only adding 1 cell. So that's 5, 6, or 7. This is a bit limited, but because these two could be the same, maybe less so than the ones which are pointing into the same box. Okay. This is more interesting than I'd realised. If this had a 1 on it, it's clearly not there or there. It would have to be here. So could it be 1, 2, 3 and be a 6? Oh no, definitely not. And nowhere near, in fact, because these 2 cells have to be lower than these 2 cells. So whatever these are, they must include things that allow these 2 to be lower than these 2. So what's the lowest we could get? This can't be 6 by that reasoning. I don't think it can be 7 because you'd have a 1, then you'd have a 2 on a thermo which would need a 1 before it. 8 must be possible, must it? 1 here, 4 and 3. No, because both the 4 and 3 would need something lower than them on the thermo. So not a 5, and you'd have 5 cells that would have to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. But could it be 1, 2, 5? No, again, it can't. This would have to be the 5, given where it is on the thermo. This would have to be the 1. This would have to be the 2. That would put another 1 here. So that is a 9. What a weird deduction. Now, do we know how that's made up? It can't be 2, 3 and 4 because again you'd have to have 2 lower numbers than something there. So there is a 1 on it, and that 1 must be here. Now, it's either 3 and 5 or 2 and 6. No, you can't have a 2 on the line, because even if it was there, it would need a 1 here. Perfect, so it's 1, 3, 5, which is odd because it's kind of the middle way of summing to 9 in my head. Oh, 2 and 4 must be the numbers that are smaller. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple there. This must be 6, 7 or 8 with 7 or 8 or 9 after it. This has to be, I suppose 1, 2 and 3 are all still possible because that could be the 4. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, this 1 though is looking at this, and that's taken another degree of freedom off the thermo. So it's down to 2 possibilities for each cell. That's nice. Now this, and yes, it's down to 1 possibility because once the 1 comes away, this now had to be 2, 3, 4. I think I mentioned that earlier, if there wasn't a 1 there. So that's a 9. Oh, that doesn't sort out all these. It does mean that's not a 2. And that means this can't be a 3, I think. Yes, 7 and 8 would be 10. So that is a 1. And that's a 2 now. This can't be a 7 anymore. It's 8 or 9. So you can make progress here. That's not a 5 anymore. Let's keep an eye on that one as it changes. 4 there has resolved this as 2. That puts 4 here. After it on the thermo must be 5, so we get 3 there. That still leaves all those possibilities. Never mind. Well, very interesting though. Oh, look, 1 there and 1 there are ruling out all of those cells from being 1. So 1 is down here in one of those 2, and therefore in one of those 2, and that one is telling us which one, so I can place the 1 there. This must be a 1, can't be on a thermo, not on a bulb. One of these must be the 1, can be on an arrow, so that's all right. In fact, what about this arrow? Let's have a look at that. 1 there. Now that is very helpful. So this has to be at least 2. Then you could have 3, 4. That's got to be it. Look, that 9 means this can't be as high as 9. Minimum for that is 3. Minimum for that is 4. And the only way this can be 8 then is if they are indeed 4, 3, 1 and 8. Puts a 2 here at the beginning of that thermo. That 8 makes this a 9, makes this an 8. That doesn't take the last degree of freedom away. Bother. Right, and this 20-something. Now this has to be, can't be 21 or 22 for obvious Sudoku reasons. So it must be 23 or 4. As I said, these have to be different because they're on the same thermo. So now they're 23 or 4. They must be either 6, 8, 9 or 7, 8, 9, and we can fill in 2 of them. That 9 makes this a 9. Oh look, we've got, if we can see it, we've got a 6, 7 pair there, so this is a 5. This must be 3 or 4. Wow, this is such a clever puzzle. The way it interacts together is absolutely, it's absolutely genius. Right, 2 and 2, regular Sudoku. Haven't had a chance to do much of that for a while. One of these is a 2. Okay, what about this one? We've not got many thermo and arrows left to deal with, actually. Oh, hang on, that 8 is seeing that. That can't be an 8. That gives us a 6, 7 pair in the row. So that's not a 6 or 7. What about this? 6, 7 pair, 2, 3, 4, 1, 8, 9, naked single. In goes the 5. That's 8 or 9 in a pair. 8, 7, 6. Triple there. That one can't be 8. It's already in the column. Right. What I was actually originally looking at was that 8 couldn't be there. So it's in one of these 2 cells. Sorry, I don't know what's happening with my mouse. 8 in one of those. So therefore, 8 in one of those two, but there's an 8 there, so we can place that one. Now 8 is definitely on this thermo. Does that narrow this search down? Could be a 3, 5, 6 or 7 at the moment. I suppose 5, 8 would be 13. 7, 8 would be 15. This can't be a 6. It can't be 8, 8. It can't be 8, 9 because of that 9. In fact, this has to be 8 because it's the highest number and it can't be a 9. Right. So that's not 8. This can't be 17, so it's 13 or 15. This needs to be a 5 or a 7. That's fine. It's also, that's interesting. Yeah, one of those is a 5, because this is either 8 and 7 is 15 or 8 and 5 is 13. Now, 5 there means 5 over here is also in row 1 or 2. So the 5 in row 3 now can't be in any of those cells. That says it can't be there, so we can actually place it here. And a 5 here. One of those is a 5. Much less certain down here. Oh well. Still, that was interesting. Now, 1, 8, 5, 2, 9. So 3 and 4. Look, 3 and 4 are a naked pair up here because of the 3 and 4 looking at that cell. That must be another 6 or 7. 2, 1, 8. 5, 6 or 7 here, including 5. 6, 7 or 8 here, including an 8. This is so clever. 9 there. Yes, we can place the 9 in box 2 and in box 1. And all the 9s nearly. Yes, all of them, because that 9 resolved this 8, 9 pair. That's all the 9's done. Now, what about that 8, 8, 8? Yes, 8 in the central box, 4 looking at it. We've done that 8. I was searching for that. So just those X-wing 8s left to sort out. Now, 4 is in one of those two. And the others are from 6 and 7 in box 1. 9, 9, 8, 8, 5. Oh, look, 6, 7 pair. Okay, so this is a naked 2 to complete the column. Again, 2s are very unrestrained in columns 4, 5, and 6, annoyingly. These are from 4, 6, and 7. 2, 3, 1, 5, 9, 4. These are from 6, 7, 8. The thermo doesn't help. 1 and 3 have to be in this group. It's so annoying. Right, I've still got this to resolve. And this, either 23 from 6, 8, 9 or 24 from 7, 8, 9. Now, that hasn't got narrowed down at all. That's weird. Okay, but 4 is 4 is in one of those 2 cells now. 8, 9. 9, 2, 8, 5. How do we keep going now? Well, I guess whatever this is the same as this. It can't be here, so it must be here. Let's colour these. 6 or 7 is green, say. If this one on the equivalence arrow. So if that's green, this one is, let's make it blue, blue there. This one now is green. There are a lot of these 6, 7 pairs around. That one is blue. Now what does that mean? Oh, that means they both see this. Both 6 and 7 see that cell, so that's a 5. That one is not a 5 anymore. Oh, somebody did ask about the dog they occasionally hear barking. You may be able to hear it at the moment. I can't show you the dog because it's my neighbour's dog and I wish it wouldn't bark. So there you go. 3. Yeah, that 5 has resolved this as a 3. That's actually very helpful. That fixes that arrow up there. Now that can't be a 4, so 4 is there. So we've got another of these 6 7s. This one's blue. And these can't be 4, so we have another pair of 6 7s. Blue there, green there. My God, there's a lot of these. And that tells me there's a 6 7 pair. So we've got 5 4 3 to place here. Only one of them can be a 5. It's this one because of the 5s here and here. So that is now not a 1. It's 3 or 4. That is 3 or 4. Maybe I'm going to have to do colouring on 3 and 4 as well. Let's just keep going with green and blue for 6 and 7 for now. Right, one of those is blue. One of these is green. That's not... Oh, yes, obviously this one is green because of the green cell down there. Actually, this is helpful. So that's placed the 8 in this box. We can put that in there. This is not an 8. This one is. So, actually, yes, that green and blue stuff has really helped. Here's another coloured cell. That's blue now. This one's green. 2 of them in there. In fact, that's... Oh, yes, look, that 4. Okay, that's resolved the 3, 4 here. Does that do them all? No, it doesn't. It does that one, but nothing else in the 3s and 4s. That one's still not resolved, or that one. Right, not to worry. 5 and 5, though. So now 5 down here is there. Let's take the 5 corner mark. That makes this a 4, I think. Yes, that's right. 4 there. That does fix the 3 and 4 pair. Now, 4 in the central box. Oh, one of those. 4 and 4. So they're a kind of X-wing, as are 3 and 3. Oh, right. Blue cell, blue cell. This one must be blue. That's fascinating. Intriguing way of finding out that's a 6 7 pair. So I can fill in this 2 1 3 triple. 1 is now in one of those 2 cells, and again, oh no, I was thinking I was going to get a deadly pattern with 1s, 3s and 4s, but it's not because they're in different columns there. Now let's just keep going with, yes, blue, blue. That can't be blue, so blue is here, not a 4. Just going to finish off the colouring actually, because that must be green and that must be green, and that's all the 6s and 7s. So what that's telling us is those 2 are not 2, that's not 2, that's not 4, because all of these cells are 6 7s because of the colours that we established. So that's 2, that's 4, that's 2, that's 1. That fixes our 3 1 pair. We can come over here for our 3 4 pair, and that's everything done apart from the 6s and 7s, and that last one in the pill has shown us. So 23 there must be 9 8 and 6, and that means that all the blues are 6s. So I can fill them in one fell swoop and then do the 7s immediately afterwards, and that suddenly finishes the puzzle. Lovely. What a clever puzzle. What a beautiful construction with those 6 and 7 possibilities, especially, and how they worked with this. Really nice. Thank you very much to Pulverizing Pancake for a wonderful trot through Thermo and Arrow Sudoku there. Hope you enjoyed that one. Really interesting puzzle, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. So bye for now.